Welcome to the Eagles Call, a presentation of Athens Christian School, an in-depth look at what the Lord is doing through our students and families for the community of Athens and for Northeast Georgia. Tonight, we continue our series of questions and answers with Athens Christian's headmaster, Mr. Steve Cummings. We look into what the Gold Scholarship Program is doing to help bring students to ACS, and we'll focus in on the championship caliber cross-country team. The Bible instructs us to bring a whole person to God. At Athens Christian School, we believe this means that it is our spiritual duty to create an atmosphere that nurtures a well-rounded student. We've talked about how Athens Christian's academics are first-rate, with each and every 2008 and 2009 graduate moving on to higher education in college, and that overall, their students consistently test multiple grade levels higher than the national average. We've talked about the quality of the ACS facilities and the arts, literary, and athletic programs. Athens Christian School also believes it is necessary for its students to be good citizens with active community involvement. Among their many community outreach projects, the ACS Honor Society hosted the Special Olympics competition last April and is scheduled to build a house with Habitat for Humanity in the future. We also believe that it is our duty to provide a well-rounded Christian education in as affordable manner as possible. In a time when tuition rates are skyrocketing, ACS held its tuition increase to a modest 2%. Visit Athens Christian School and see the benefits of a quality education in a Christian atmosphere. We now take a look into the award-winning cross-country program at ACS. The cross-country teams have enjoyed years of region and state championships and continue to shine strong this year. We sit down with Coach Tim Cummings and some of the students to find out what is their secret of success.
My name is Brianne Acker and I've been on the cross-country team since 7th grade.
Well, my name is Joshua Jenkins, and this is my first year at ACS.
I'm Colin Bischoff. I've been running since 6th grade, so I guess this will be my 7th year running cross country.
I was homeschooled before we went to ACS, and we met Coach CC. We met him at the Georgia Tech meet.
They don't really expect much out of Christians. They expect us to be wimps. But we always try to go in and do our best and represent God with humility and with pride at the same time.
You're always motivated to try to work hard because there's always somebody there to push you, and I guess it helps the whole team to improve off of each other and everything like that.
I think this is my 15th year doing cross country, and the Lord has always sent us some really good runners. I always tell people they're so good that they're able to overcome their coaching, and that's really the way it's been. We've had some really dedicated kids with really dedicated parents, and they work very hard. They run hundreds of miles in the summer and pay the price.
Well, a cross-country meet starts the night before. You have to make sure you're eating all the right things, getting hydrated. If you go in there thinking that it's just a game, and you don't take it seriously, you're going to get stomped. And if we go in without knowing what our mile times are and knowing what we're supposed to be at the 2 mile and the 3 mile, then you lose track and then you won't do well at all.
Well, before it starts, before races, I'm not usually really nervous. I'm kind of calm, and that's what helps me to run good in a race, just to not be all nervous.
I guess they have helped me learn a lot about obedience and authority and things like that. Well, you'll always have somebody in authority over you, so to learn the principle as soon as you can, the sooner the better to learn them.
The expectations for the running program here are high, and that always puts a little pressure on things, and the Lord's blessed us to the point that we're seemingly in the hunt, in and out about every year. We've run our region for 5 years in a row. We've won our region in track 5 years in a row. I think when you're just coaching a team, it's one thing, but when you're coaching teams that are in the hunt, it's a whole, added set of pressures and expectations. But it's fun. We'd rather be in that position than not in the hunt.
There was a lot of pressure and everything. I was nervous, but I guess as well, the nerves helped to motivate me to make sure I worked hard and everything and did whatever I could to get better and ensure I would have a good race when state came. And
Well, in some sports, you can have maybe 2 studs or 3 studs and you would be okay, but in cross country that's not the case. You have to have 5 strong runners, and from the beginning to end you've got to just keep going hard. You can't let up even for 30 seconds because that can put you back a minute.
The work is at a high level. Sometimes it's morning practice before school starts. It's almost every Saturday, either a workout or a race. So your parents have to be on board with you too. So the Lord has sent us not only good kids to run, but good parents that buy into the system. And when the parents and the runners, the athletes, and the administration and the coaches are all on the same page, you got a chance to do something. And that's kind of where we've been this year. Our boys are ranked first in the state right now. We're ranked, I think, about 11th or 12th in all classifications, somewhere around there. Our girls are ranked 4th in single A.
I think they expect me to have a better character. That's what Christians are supposed to do, have good character. And I think that's what helps me to run well, just to have a godly character.
I guess it's a privilege as well as a responsibility to know that your actions are going to reflect on your school and reflect on God and everything. So you got to be, conscientious of what you do and what you say and your sportsmanship and how you act.
Well, whether we realize it or not, people are watching us since we're Christians. We got to watch what we say after races. If we have a bad race, we still have to walk away with a good attitude. And if we do come in first, we also have to watch what we say, because people can take it easily as pride and they can say, oh, I thought they were supposed to be a Christian school. So it's really hard to keep a level head. Even if people are like patting you on the back and telling you you did a really good job, it's hard to stay humble about it.
I think anybody that competes with these kids in life is going to have a hard time outworking them. You know, I've said it a lot of times, I've never seen a cross-country kid living under a bridge in Atlanta. I mean, you know, you have to be able to go, you have to be self-motivated, you have to have an awful lot of initiative, because a lot of these workouts, you're on your own. We're going to send you out, we're going to give you the workout, we're going to tell you the time we want it in, but you're going to be out there, you know, 2 miles out here in the woods somewhere with you and your partner, you know, working out a workout. So you have to be highly motivated, and I think that carries over into everything they do in life. I mean, I'd hate to compete against some of these kids in a business one day, or compete against them in whatever, because they're, you know, they know how to work. They know how to work while their opponent's asleep, and I think that gives you a great chance to succeed in life. The chief purpose of man, I think the Westminster Catechism says it best, the chief purpose of man is to glorify God. And you know, that's kind of maybe a little bit different place we're coming from than maybe a lot of teams are coming from. Ultimately, we're trying to be a great testimony for the Lord. We're trying to glorify the Lord. The Lord gives you that ability. Now you do something for it. You use it for Him. You use it to glorify Him. You show the world that Christians, you know, a lot of times Christians get branded as weak and hypocritical and this and that and the other, and you know, we're out to say, no, that's not who we are. We're going to compete hard, we're going to compete tough, we're going to give everything we have to beat you, and then we're going to try to shake hands with you when it's over and say, thanks for competing with me and helping me, you know, maybe we made each other better.